covenant. It's important to note the difference between a contract and a covenant, because a covenant is based on trust between parties. A contract is based on distrust. You are not making a contract today to be married, right? You are going to take vows in just a couple moments. Vows before God, and you have selected the people that mean the very most to you in the whole world. They're sitting right out here. Your closest are standing right beside you, and then all of your closest friends are here to celebrate with you the covenant that you're making to Sarah and you're making to Sean today in front of witnesses. Contracts can be broken, covenants can't. You are making a covenant to your closest friend. And a covenant making, the exchanging of robes in the Bible, was a way of committing everything one had, including oneself, one's possessions, to the other person. It signified the two becoming one. Now today, you are giving yourself to the other person, because when you walk down that aisle in a few moments, you will be one forever. One flesh, one life. Sean will be consumed with the fact that he has to protect you, Sarah, that he has to guard you from anything that would hurt you. And you will do the same for him, because that's the way you're built, I can tell. Let's start with Sarah. Sarah, will you have Sean to be your husband and live together with him in holy marriage? Will you love him, comfort him, honor him, respect him, and keep him? Will you fan him with palm branches every day when he gets home from work? No, not that. Will you forsake all others and be faithful to him as long as you both shall live?
I will.
Sean, as you look at your bride, will you have Sarah to be your wife and live together with her in holy marriage? Will you love her, comfort her, honor her, respect her, and keep her? Will you forsake all others and be faithful to her as long as you both shall live?
I will.
I want you to repeat these vows after me. We'll start with Sean this time. I, Sean,
I, Sean,
enter into this covenant
enter into this covenant
of marriage with you, Sarah.
with you, Sarah.
I promise always to love you
I promise always to love you
as my wife
as my wife
and to be completely
and to be completely
yours alone.
yours alone.
I pledge to care for you in sickness or in health.
I pledge to care for you in sickness and health.
I will honor and cherish you
I will honor and cherish you
all the days of my life,
all the days of my life,
whether our life circumstances are better or worse,
whether our life circumstances are better or worse,
richer or poorer.
richer or poor.
I will strive to live before you
I will strive to live before you
a life of faith and trust in Jesus Christ.
a life of faith and trust in Jesus Christ.
And Sarah, I, Sarah,
I, Sarah,
enter into this covenant of marriage with you, Sean.
enter in this covenant of marriage with you, Sean.
I promise always to love you
I promise always to love you
as my husband
as my husband
and to completely give myself to you.
and to completely give myself to you.
I pledge to care for you in sickness and in health.
I pledge to care for you in sickness and in health.
I will honor and cherish you
I will honor and cherish you
all the days of my life,
all the days of my life,
when circumstances are better or worse,
when circumstances are better or worse,
richer or poorer.
richer or poorer.
I will strive to live before you a life of faith and trust in Jesus Christ.
I strive. Wait, can you repeat that? That was a long one. Sorry.
I will strive to live before you
I will strive to live before you
a life of faith and trust
a life of faith and trust
in Jesus Christ.
in Jesus Christ. Sorry.
That was a long one. Yeah. You have rings for each other?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and I think that rings, I actually think of hands. You know, the hands that they're about to place that ring on, because she loves his hands and he loves her hands. And I was saying this the other day to the staff. It's funny how when you meet somebody in life that you really love, there might be quirky little things about them that you didn't care for at the beginning, like, ooh, he's got really weird feet, or you know, he's got really big hands, or she has big hands, or whatever. But after you've been with that person and you love them, the very things that you thought were quirky become things that you love. And life is full of hands. This right here, a good marriage is full of hands. It's a shaking hand sliding a shiny gold band onto the finger of another shaking hand. Its hands touching in sudden tenderness or swinging together down a crowded street, or fingers interlocking in the darkness of a movie theater. Sarah, if you would put the ring on Sean's hand. And repeat after me. I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a symbol of my commitment to you,
as a symbol of my commitment to you,
and thereby
and thereby
seal this covenant.
seal this covenant.
And Sean, you want to put the ring on Sarah's hand? And repeat after me. I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a symbol of my commitment to you,
as a symbol of my commitment to you,
and thereby
and thereby
seal this covenant of marriage.
seal this covenant of marriage.
And now, because you've chosen to do what so many people do to show that you really are becoming one at this moment, because this is important. I mean, this is a biblical thing that God ordained, that two become one. They put the rings on each other's hands, symbolizing to everybody this is an unbroken, unbreakable vow that we're making, and they light these candles behind us to become one.
We got to blow it out before we put it back, right?
Oh wait, it's not lit. Slow it. Ready?
One of the things that I always do at every wedding is to ask that the couple write just a love note to each other, why they even want to be one, why they care to come together, and why they want to celebrate this with all of their friends. And so they've written a note to each other today, expressing their love for each other. Start with Sarah.
Okay. Oh God. I love you more and more every day. Your presence has made my life better the past 7 years. I love you not only for what you are, but for what I am when I'm with you. You are the most compassionate, loving, and understanding man I've ever met. You teach me patience and strive to make me a better person. I can't wait to spend the rest of my life with you.
You ready? Okay. Sarah, the last 7 years have taught me to never experience life without you. You make everything around me better. I love you with all of my heart and will continue to do so until the day I die. I know I say this to you every day, but you truly are my best friend.
Well, 7 years is a long time to be together, but not nearly as long as what is about to take place in just a few moments. And because of the vows they've taken, the love that they've expressed to all these witnesses in this room today, to your family and your friends, it's a joy to now pronounce you man and wife, and you may kiss your bride. I wrote a poem a couple years ago that I think is applicable for this couple right now. One day in God's eternal plan, He brought you two face to face. You didn't know it at that time that we could stand here in this place, sharing vows, extending love, promising lasting care, gazing in your lover's eyes, the answer to your prayer. It's hard to believe that just yesterday you were mom and dad's little girl and boy. Oh, how the years so quickly passed, but now their hearts are filled with joy. Just to know that you have found God's gift, His special mate for you, is the greatest joy a parent can know, as God makes one out of two. But as you travel down life's road and bumps come along the way, remember that the Lord Jesus Christ is always there. He's the truth. He's the life. He is the way. So hear these words of wisdom, and as real joy you're looking for, live for Jesus Christ every day, because He's love, He's joy, and He's more. Say congratulations to them. This afternoon, as you celebrated, you want to give the bride her flowers back? And it is with great joy today that I am able to present, as a minister of the gospel of Jesus Christ, Mr. and Mrs. for the very first time, Sean Michael Stanis.
We're one petal at a time.
Much slower.
Side around the corner. Oh, good God. What side do you want?
Huh?
You have to be on the same side or opposite or what? Go out here more?
Yeah, they're coming out.
Cool.
Wedding party.
And then where are we waiting for everybody?
Huh?
Where are we greeting people? Out here or right here?